Hey guys, my name is Robert Tubbs. I'm a senior mechanical engineering student here at Oregon State, and today I'm going to show you the redesign process that I went through to build a tape dispenser. Now this tape dispenser right here, I had 3 pain points with it. The first one was it's flimsily constructed. It's made of polystyrene, which isn't the best material. As you can see here, it broke for me and really a bit of an issue. The second pain point I had was the fact that you need 2 hands to actually work this tape dispenser. It's not heavy enough to actually use it with one hand, so if you're doing arts and crafts and you only have one hand free, this isn't for it. The last pain point that I had is that it's partially open to the elements, and so dirt and debris can actually get in there and catch on your tape when you're actually taping stuff. So for the next part of this video, I'm going to show you the process that I went through to not only build this, but come up with a reasonable solution for the pain points that I previously described. So hang on to your hats, here we go. Previously in my video how I made that sheet metal box. Well, here it is. All I did was I added pieces of plastic from cut up milk jugs. So I don't know if you can see right there without spilling it, but it's all in there. It took about 11 milk jugs to get, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in this toaster oven to my left, and I set it at 285 degrees. So that's roughly between the range from 250 to 350 degrees for the melting range of HDPE. Now the goal is to make a block that I can mill the tape dispenser out of, and you reuse some of the recyclable plastic that's available to me. So we're going to give it a shot and see how this goes. Okay guys, so here we are at the shop. I got my 2 plastic blocks. As you can see here, this mold actually worked out pretty well. It came from the sheet metal box that I made earlier. In addition, the other kind of plastic scrap that I had that I tried to melt down didn't actually work so well. The material properties of this plastic, HDPE, is that it has a really narrow melting range from 250 to 350. And I tried the higher end and it actually started burning. So just a safety note, make sure you know what temperature you're going at and don't go higher than that. Also, for this side, for the mold, this was the uncovered side. This was where it's open. And as you can see here, it's kind of misshapen and ruffled. And so for future reference, I'm going to try for a flat top with some pressure on it. That way it becomes more square or retains the shape that I want. Also, the pain point about the plastic tape dispenser being flimsy, don't have to worry about it with HDPE. I can bang this together, it's not going to break. So now we're going to take this to the shop. I'm going to mill it out, and you'll finally see the tape dispenser that I had previously in my CAD drawing. So I got the drawing here. We're going to take it to the shop. We're going to see what we can make.
final tape dispenser. As you can see here, it's drastically different from the original. For the first pain point that it solves is the flimsy construction, which the HDPE worked well. It's not going to fracture. The second pain point with the two-hand tape removal process, it was a bit difficult for the first one, but as you can see here, the magnet on the bottom, I chose so that you could put it on a metal surface and it kind of gives you more grip. I could have chose Velcro, but I wanted to see how the magnet would work, and I do have some metal surfaces at my home, so it worked out well for me. So in the case of a metal surface, I have this box here that I used previously. Attach it there, and then with one hand, remove tapes pretty easily. So that solves that pain point. The final pain point I had with the original was the fact that it was open to one side and allowed dirt and debris to get inside. So for that pain point, I decided to go with a box. Now, this is a pretty low-tech solution, and it's actually big and bulky. If I had more time, I'd mill it down and make it more slender. For future references, I would have actually molded a block similar to what I did here and actually milled out the inside. That way it's all one continuous piece. But as you can see here, fits right in, and now I don't have to worry about dirt getting in. For the manufacturing processes that I used for this project, I used a molding process to get the actual HDPE from the milk jugs. You may be wondering why I didn't just buy a block off the internet. Well, I wanted to try something different, and I actually wanted to try melting down plastic in a mold and make a box out of it. The second process that I used milling, cutting, and finishing, or excuse me, attaching, joining. I milled out the inside of this tape dispenser. I also joined the magnet and the razor blade, which makes it a little bit dangerous, but you just got to be careful with it. And overall, I'm pretty happy with what I did. It's definitely a learning experience. I wasn't sure how the melting process would go, but overall I think it was pretty great, and I learned a lot. So hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in class.